house in their building.
I'm going to ask if I may interject, because I know I'm sorry I'm late, but I'd at least like to get 3 minutes. That's usually all anyone gives me time for in this community.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Idaho Lorax.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Barbara Orr.
So, if that's okay, may I
Yeah.
share some things? Because I do agree with Barbara on Old Town. I've been working with Old Town and issues with Old Town and corruption in Old Town. And yes, the BID, Business Improvement District money, sometimes things have to evolve. There's no doubt about that. As many things. Sustainability, that's been a platform I've been on every time we come here, because we're limited. We're running out of water. We're running out of space. Sure, we can cut all the trees down, we can move the mountains, I suppose. We can do all kinds, move the tribe out of there, get out of the way, and sprawl. But these are not what we call an ideal environment. Sustainability has to have balance between clean water available, never mind just clean, and air to breathe that's reasonable or healthy. But that's the kind of issue that most people know what I'm here for. I'm here, and I came here for, and working with the city and the county to clean up the uranium contamination. The denial in this community is just amazing what it is. It just, it reminds me of that movie, Finding a Date for the End of the World, just watching the denial in there. Because it's taken a number of years now, and longer than anything I've usually worked on as a project like this, to get people to get out of that denial. But of course, they've lived with it longer than anyone. Uranium contamination. We have the nuclear-free school zones going with Chubbuck. We've been promoting that issue at every neighborhood we get into and organizing in this community. I am the director of the Win-Win Way, general coordinator for all the umbrella groups and organizations of Win-Win Way. I'm in issues with water preservation, the municipal watershed here. I'm almost decide what I'm not part of, including the arts. So we've just got one simple thing. Either you're for the uranium cleanup or you're for the status quo of living with uranium. That's our ticket, and we'll continue, not just me, everybody I work with, after everybody who still wants to keep living with uranium and killing our children. Said it concisely as I can today. Thank you.
Boy, you did good.
All right. So Idaho, your ticket,
Is that right?
your platform is...
My platform?
Yeah, we have 3 minutes. We're going to wrap up here. So your platform is cleaning up of uranium.
And the monies and the compensation for medical that's available to people for it, yes, all of that here. Making it aware instead of being hidden and being resisted to share in this community.
Now I hear that you claim that you could bring $10 billion into our community to clean up contamination.
On county record, when we were talking about $4 billion, and EPA has for any amount. They said it to me in a federal hearing, any amount. Of course, I was juggling a chunk of uranium at the time, which they were, hoping that I would not drop it and let it bust and fall into dust in that room. They watched every little toss. But that material in airborne form is very dangerous. The cleanup, Chubbuck does no longer want to be called Chubnoble. Chubbuck wants to be Chubbuck. They've been the place that nobody wants to live downwind of this contamination for going on 70 years. Since the 1950s anyway.
All right, Idaho, you have 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, isn't that a familiar sound? We have 3 minutes, no matter where I speak. What's wrong with 5? We should have went to 5, High 5. But 3 minutes. Well, as I mentioned, I'm here to rid our community of corruption, because denial and cover up and do not tell leads to the corruption. The people who were involved in the past, sometimes it's gone through generations. But the majority of people here did not move here because they knew it was a contaminated community. It's not easy to learn something in a community that has one newspaper that rarely publishes anything, television stations that almost never publish anything about it unless they take the corporate or the agencies, which in this case the EPA, corruption in it, exposed, documented, and taking their view rather than the people who are the experts of this community. People who have been here, people who have come here, people who have worked with these agencies, worked with FMC in the past, worked with Bannock Paving, worked for the the city and know the contamination. In fact, the word is misprison, felony of misprison. Everybody in the city council, except maybe Mr. Orr, is guilty of a federal crime. And that's because they maintain this. The living with uranium is insane. It's outrageous that a community, there are cleanups going on in this state, billions of dollars, or reaching billions now, in terms of the Northern Idaho one, or now the Montana cleanup. People are getting cleaned up. This should have been at the top of the list of the EPA, because this stuff started when I came here, and probably even before that, when Donna Bowe was acting mayor of this community. So, you know, she's the only one that stood up. I presented the evidence, and everybody shot her down. Politics as usual. We don't want to disrupt the cart. School district, same thing. They still have it on their schools. The nuclear-free school zones is to stop people from bringing it in. Classic examples is Jefferson Street project that the city couldn't back out on. Here is Tendoy School, a uranium parking lot right next to it. Alameda Stake right next to it. They all know, yet they don't want to tell anybody. They don't want to tell the parents. They don't want to bring panic. Rather than, how about clean it up? How about taking the money that's there available to do it? Otherwise, we're going to reach the point. It's by my discussion with Mike Crapo just the other day. We're going to reach a point where which is more feasible in terms of finances: buy out Chubbuck and Pocatello, the whole region, in a federal buyout, and move you all somewhere at some reservation, or clean it up. $10 billion goes a long way in cleaning things up. That's when are we going to begin? When are we going to start?